guys, it's Nikki and Ron again, and once again we're recording the Ask Ron segment on location at the Business Management Boot Camp in Jacksonville, Florida.
That's Lynette.
Hi everybody.
I'm Ron.
All right.
That's half of the wolf couple.
Let's hear it for the wolf couple.
Ow!
All right, let's get back to business here.
Right.
Question number 1 is from Mary Ann in California.
Mary Ann Nunez.
I listened to your new terms lesson a few times. I think it solves a lot of seller and buyer greed problems. I got a good idea of how to handle deals with no equity and no monthly spread. However, I am not clear if you handle over-leveraged deals differently with the new terms system. Can you give a quick example of how you handle an over-leveraged deal from start to finish, please?
Well, I would likely put it under contract on a lease purchase, and then with the intent of signing the contract as an axe deal and collecting a check. The difference today is I will lease option it to the new tenant buyer and assign that contract back to the seller. And of course, you know I'm going to go through all of this in my terms event on the 15th and the 16th of November. So make sure you're tuned in on that. Mary Ann and all the rest of you, and if you haven't registered yet, we've got a lot of people registered, but if you haven't registered yet, go down below and register. You still got some time. And if you're coming live, make sure you bring me some lead sheets, because this lady is going to process them in class with her husband and call them all and make deals while you're there, while we discuss them as part of this new course that I'm filming.
The more lead sheets, the better. We can't wait to call those sellers.
And the way we do it nowadays is quite a bit different than the way we did it when we started this axe thing. A lot of stuff has changed.
Okay, so the next question is from Ron in California.
Hey, Ron.
His first question, he has 2. His first one is, I just purchased a list and had it sent directly to the Yellow Letter Company. When I received the letters back, I noticed that about a third of them were addressed to the family trust rather than an individual. Does this affect the response rate?
Absolutely. That's one good reason why you should be using Christy at the yellowletterlady.com, because she will personally go through there and take out all that junk addresses and save you a bunch of money in postage. And you cannot rent a list without bad names on it. I don't care where you rent it, but she does that for you. So that's just one of her services. Actually, she's very good at what she does.
Christy is great, and she's very quick too.
Yeah, she is, and cheap. It's the cheapest yellow letters you're ever going to send out. That's theyellowletterlady.com.
All right, he has another question regarding yellow letters.
Okay.
He says, I'm mailing yellow letters to expired listings, but the problem is there are no names attached to the addresses. So when you mail to expired listings, how do you obtain the owner's name?
Well, I don't know. Do you know?
A lot of times what we do is we just put dear neighbor, dear homeowner, because to cross-reference and get those names is very time-consuming.
Or you could just leave the name off.
Or you can leave the name off. Those are your choices.
Yeah. Remember, I'm sending you a yellow letter to your house. I may not know your name. So when they open the letter, they can see why the name was left off.
Okay, the next question is from Tony in Indiana.
Tony.
Ron, I was listening to your training on operating an LLC inside of your IRA, and I have a few questions.
You mean an IRA inside of my LLC? IRA owns LLC, not the other way around.
Question number 1 is, if I understand correctly,
which is unlikely,
the manager has to be somewhere outside of my linear descent.
Correct.
Does this manager also have to sign the purchase and sales?
Yes.
Or lease option contracts also?
Manager signs as manager, thus eliminating any personal liability.
All right, his next question is, can an LLC that I own be the trustee of my kids' land trust owned by their Roth IRAs?
The answer is yes, as long as you as the trustee do not control any money from the trust, and you're only your entity is only acting as trustee. It's the control of money that creates the self-dealing thing, and anytime you can control the money, it's self-dealing. Or anytime you get any money, get any kind of compensation, it's self-dealing. And of course, your kid is you as far as your linear descent on your IRA.
All right, that concludes all the questions that were submitted for this week. That's it. Lynette, do you have something to say? Surely.
Yeah, we wanted a challenging question. Well, we can't wait to see you at the terms event, no doubt. That is a changer.
We're sitting here right now filming this at the Business Management Boot Camp in Jacksonville. At the terms event, we're going to be at a different hotel. We're going to be downtown on the river, in fact, at the Hyatt, as I recall, which is right next to the Jacksonville Landing, which is a cool place on the water. We actually do have cool places here in Jacksonville, too. And so come join us. And if you're going to do the terms thing, come live if you can, because it's going to be a lot better, because we'll do your deals if you're live. We cannot do them if you're online.
Yeah, we're going to make you some money if you're there.
You can tune in online now, and you can submit questions, and we'll get them answered. But, I mean, nothing beats live. I mean, look, you get to come talk to Lynette if you're live.
Yeah, isn't that wonderful? Did you see Ron's matching me? I just want to point that out.
Okay.
We're matching.
All right, guys, we'll see you next week.
Bye.